Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your messages for May 2020. I'm just cleansing your space here, and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy and the inspirational quotes you've been sharing in the boxes below. This is just also a little reminder. This is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. As a side note, I'm running another competition to win this ring. I make my own jewelry, and a lot of people have said they like this ring in particular, so I'd like to run another competition to win this ring, which is a puzzle type ring. Okay, I'm not here to sell anything, so this is not a sales pitch. All I would like you to do is enter in the comments boxes below a song title that every time you hear that song, it raises your vibration and you just cannot help but smile or get up and dance to that song. Okay, as I said, I don't want any money. All I want you to do is put a song title of a particular song that raises your vibration, so we can share with the community and raise each other's vibration, and maybe, you know, hear some songs that none of us have heard before. Help us during this time to make everybody, you know, keep that vibration high and positive and moving, so that we, you know, all collectively get through this. And I'll pick one winner, and that winner, I will make a ring that looks exactly like that one, and I will send it off to you. Okay, so without waffling on any further, my beautiful Sagittarians, let's get straight to your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do my beautiful Sagittarians need to know for this month of May 2020? I was going to call you Sages. I always think Sagittarians. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. I always like to, my sister is a Sag, so I always like to think, you know, Sag, from the word sage, which is very wise. She's very wise. So I was going to call you Sag, but then elongated Sagittarian. Okay, so let's see what they've got in store. Oh, okay. So we got the 5 of Cups there, Sag, to open May with. Okay, now it is in reverse, so hope is returning. Okay, you've been in a recovery type period. Some of you have been moving on from some sort of emotional upset or letdown. Now this could be to do with the situations going on around the world at the moment, you know, that feeling of fear and how can I put that, you know, feeling you know, just grief. You know, this is a collective grieving that a lot of people have been doing. Even if this world event hasn't impacted you directly, you know, there is a sharing of a group loss there. So, but it could be to do with, I'm feeling more it's to do with you on a personal level, that you're moving on and forgiving some sort of situation, and hope is returning to you in May. Okay, you've done your thinking, you've done your soul searching, and May sees you taking a step towards a glimmer of hope there at the beginning of May. Oh, okay. Someone's stepping into their power. Look at you. So we got the Empress, which is happening in the first week there. It is, you know, stepping into your power, being grounded there, but realizing this is your time for abundance. Okay, now some of you will also get very creative during this first week of May. You will be feeling, you know, inspiration comes to you quite quickly, whereas before it's been quite stagnant, or, you know, you've been a bit frozen there. This is some sort of, like, you know, glimmer of hope returning there, and it's sparking off the synapses in your brain to, you know, make you want to create, make you come up with really amazing ideas. Okay, and some of you also, this is a parenting card. Some of you have been, it did come up in the pre-shuffle that I did for you Sagittarians, that Spirit want to acknowledge you for the amazing parenting that you've been doing during this time. They were giving you like a pat on the back. So this card came up also in the pre-shuffle, and they just wanted to associate it with good parenting for you. It's a difficult time, and some of you have been homeschooling, so they wanted to acknowledge what an amazing job you've been doing during this time. It doesn't feel like you get much reward, because it's quite an intense time to, you know, have children with you 24/7, and having to keep their mind activated and interested, but also give them a select amount of time to play, etc., when they can't go outside. So Spirit just wanted to acknowledge in the pre-shuffle, because you got this in the pre-shuffle, that you're doing a great job, okay? But this is a time for fertility. Oh, I don't know if you heard that knock. Okay, I'm going to look back on the video, see if I can hear that knock. It was almost like a amen. But anyway, we'll get to that when I have a look back at the video. But this also is about fertility, creation of children, so pregnancy. So again, it came up in the pre-shuffle. So if you're not wanting to have any children in 9 months time because of this isolation period, everybody indoors, and you're with a partner, then take precautions if that's not the path you want to proceed on right now, because you are very fertile during this time, okay? But Spirit is saying more that this card is about you stepping into your energy. Hope is returning to you at the beginning of May. And yeah, you're really starting to feel a bit more positive about things because they've been so stagnant. Everything, the whole energy has been stagnant. Now, in your pre-shuffle, you did get an isolation card and a stagnancy card. But you also had a transformation card. You had the death card upside down, which is resisting that transformation. But that may be residue energy from April, okay? Because right now it looks like your energy, you're stepping into your own power there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Sagittarians need to know regarding May 2020? What message would you like them to receive for this month? Can you please guide them? To those of you who are new to my channel, I take jumpers from the pack. I do not choose the card because I believe that is my energy. Any jumpers from the pack are what Spirit needs to tell you. So you may want to fast forward this part as I shuffle. I don't want to waste anyone's precious time here. Oh, thank you so much. They're quite funny. They were like, okay, don't want to waste anyone's time. Here's straight ones. Okay. So yeah, they said I can take these ones. These are for you. So we do have, oh yeah, that was also in the pre-shuffle. So you've got a desire for long-term security during this time in terms of your finances. You're looking at your money, and although you're stepping into your power, you're being very mindful of making your money work for you right now. You're holding on to your coins. Now, there is a temptation for you, especially during this lockdown period, to look at, like, I don't know, I'm seeing new dresses here. I'm seeing new shoes. I'm seeing like I'm seeing like red shoes, and I've got like what do they say? They're saying there's no place like home. There's no place with red shoes. Oh, it's like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. They've got that, but they're showing me that maybe you're shopping as well. I don't know. So for new shoes or a dress, I'm seeing dress and like these red shoes. Okay, I don't know if this is a specific message for somebody out there, but they've connected red shoes. There's no place like home. I'm guessing that's Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. I think she wore red shoes. And yeah, and a dress. So there is a temptation to spend your money, but Spirit is saying be mindful that this is a time actually for keeping your money for long-term security. It's a desire to hold on to that money and be wise with it, okay? So you've got one of the coins are in the center of the head there, so leading with common sense during this time. So they're saying even though you've stepped into your power and you're this wonderful empress who is just full of beauty, and this is not a gender specific reading, by the way, so if you're feeling like you just want to feel a bit better about yourself because you've been in this isolation mode and feeling a little bit like down in the dumps, or you got the frumps, when you're like you're just fed up of things and you want to look good and you want to feel good, there is a temptation there to spend your money and starts accentuating your beauty. Spirit said you are naturally beautiful. You do not need the shoes. You step away from the shoes. I love that. Okay. So anyway, so it's about a desire to save your pennies there. Okay. And this is in May. This is the beginning of May there. Yeah, Page of Wands, okay? Now, there is some sort of, because you're stepping into your own power, this is you actually turning up in your own reading, Sag. This is a Sagittarian card. And this is about this new creative idea that's really makes you very passionate and very enthusiastic about things. Okay, as I said, you know, you've got hope. Some sort of hope returns to you, and you've just got this creative vibe going on all of a sudden. And I really feel that you're starting to think, can I make some long-term secure money from my creative ideas? They want me to connect the two. They're wondering, they're showing me that you are wondering about how, if I was to ever go through this situation again, could I be prepared by using my creative ideas to make money? So it's almost like you're thinking ahead, you know. I'm seeing a strategy here for you, and it's something that you're very passionate about, that you can actually make money from. It would be a steady income. It wouldn't be like a lump sum all at once there. But they are saying, you know, use your creative ideas, because Spirit is going to give you, towards middle of May there, this wonderful creative burst of energy to start some sort of new creative project, something that you've actually been mulling over for quite some time. Maybe you were thinking about setting up some sort of business for yourself, because you're quite the entrepreneur. And every time I do like a read for a Sagittarian, I get an energy of an entrepreneur type spirit. Okay, and obviously you are a fire element, so you know, you lead with strong emotion, you're an achiever, and you're passionate about what you do right until the end, until you succeed. So Spirit is bringing on in that wonderful creative new project kind of idea to you, or news of it, because pages, they do bring news. Okay, and so you could be thinking about something, you know the way sometimes things work, it's just like coincidence. There are no coincidences. They've given me this tangent, they're guiding me towards this tangent, which is, there are no coincidences, Sag. So if you've been really thinking about this particular idea for quite some time, and then an advert pops up on the side of your computer, or you know, or a friend texts you something and says, hey, I thought of you when I saw this, it's not a coincidence. It's a spirit, it's the universe saying, yeah, your idea is really valid. This is something that's important. This is not a coincidence. What you're thinking can be very fruitful for you, as long as it fires your soul and sets your soul on fire there. It is something you can really achieve. And as you can see, it's like sowing the seeds. See the wand there? It's got all these leaves starting to spurt. Let me get my tongue right. The seeds have been sown already, because you got the Empress there. It's about this growth that's been happening, and then you've been thinking now, but how can I also make it work in terms of finances for a long-term security? And then you've got the news of how to actually implement it and action it comes your way. Okay, and you have the Five of Wands there also, and the Five of Wands talks about success. Okay, you have here the beginning of your reading is the first card is the strongest, and the middle card is the strongest, and both are pointing to hope and success. Okay, hope towards your emotions, and success in your creative pursuits, because the wands obviously talk about what you're passionate about, what really sets your soul on fire, something that you want to achieve, that you've been, you know, you've got the notion of it going on for quite some time. And when you have the Five of Wands in the upright position, this means you have challenges and obstacles to overcome before you get there. But Spirit's saying, no, now is the time to run with it. Nothing is in your way. All the obstacles, rivalry, challenges, all of that, it doesn't exist. What actually exists is your problems have all been resolved, and you can just run with your idea now, because harmony and success is yours for the taking. That's what Spirit's saying, especially with back-to-back here with the Page of Wands. The news arrives and you just hit the ground running. I'm just seeing you just run. It's like I can see you in a race. This is bizarre. It's maybe this is a specific message for somebody. I see like a race, and someone is running and running and running. You're going through the tape. But I see actually when you run through the tape and you burst the tape, rather than getting the finish line, I actually see the word start. So it's almost like you're getting into the race, bizarrely, by snapping free of this ribbon, going through this ribbon, and now is the start of something very new, passionate, and successful. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Sagittarians need to know for May 2020? Can you please guide them on what they need to know? Thank you so much. Queen of Cups. Now, you do have the Queen of Cups, and she is in reverse. So this is about... okay, yeah. So this is when you're dealing with this card. It could be a Scorpio that you could be dealing with in terms of a person per se. What they're saying is with this energy, obviously this is a water element, which is to do with your emotions, okay? And there is how can I put that? It's like you might be feeling smothered by somebody or your situation, and you feel like maybe you can't run for this thing because you're feeling overwhelmed, okay? And you're wondering, how can it work? How can it work? I'm currently on lockdown. I can't get out of the house. I can't get to a workstation. I can't do this. I can't do that. You know, it's like you're putting stuff in the way of just being able to run with it. There are no obstacles, but there's a feeling, an overwhelming feeling that is surrounding the situation. Now, it is based on insecurity, okay? Now, when you have it in the upright position, this is a very secure, nurturing, healing, supportive energy. But when it's in the reverse position, it's about insecurity, okay? It's about perhaps you're feeling that, you know, what if it doesn't work out? I would fail. Spirit's saying, number one, you won't fail. You will be very successful and victorious because this is what the cards are saying. But number two, there's nothing in your way, okay? There's absolutely nothing in your way. They've taken out all obstacles in the way. If you never try it, you'll never know, okay? Insecurity, they're saying something, one second, they're just saying something. Insecurity will stop you from action, and failure is equivalent to inaction. I mean, I'm sure there's more graceful ways of saying it than that, but they're basically saying if you don't take action on this beautiful creative energy that they're about to give you, if you don't take, then that would be a shame. Then that would be the failure. It's better to have tried than never to try at all, okay? And they want you to be aware that what's gone on in the world at the moment on a global scale, this pandemic, they're saying life's too short. You know, go for what you truly desire because, you know, we are, all of us are never guaranteed a tomorrow. So why not live in that moment and absolutely do what fuels your soul? Okay, so if you feel with this card you have maybe a Scorpio person in your life or who is suffocating you, you know, or smothering you, that you feel like you cannot be free enough to, you know, spread your wings and go for this creative project, or that you maybe have to, you look at, maybe that person really wants you to go for your dreams and whatever makes your heart sing, but you're worried about the finances of trying to implement it and support someone who maybe has a Scorpio placement somewhere. You know, Spirit's saying, just, you know what, take a chance, take the risk, take the leap into the unknown, you know, because you're guaranteed an adventure with it for sure. And thank you so much. Although we have to pay the bills in life, of course we do. That's most important, to be able to feed ourselves and live somewhere. Spirit is saying, now you've been given an opportunity to really see where your desire lies in how to live your life. I mean, come on. Victory. They just keep giving you victory. I mean, that's double victory card for you right there. Okay, you have the Six of Wands. Again, the Wands, they're just pushing this really passionate kind of creative energy towards you. And when you get the Six of Wands there, it is some sort of recognition or good news, success coming your way. Now, in the pre-shuffle for you beautiful Sagittarians, you also got this card, okay? And it was, again, a work situation. They related it to a work situation because for some reason, Spirit wants to talk to you about creativity and making it work, making your passions work for you financially. They want to speak to you about that this month, okay? Scorpio, they got a love kind of read going on, and I'm just asking for generals. Give me a general message for May, and they really want to focus on this for you, because they truly believe you're about to step into something really exciting, okay? When you got this card, it's good news, success, okay, and a recognition for your hard work, actually, okay? So maybe you have been working away silently at some sort of creative project, and you're just waiting for the energy to shift where you can get it out into the world and, you know, go back to normal day-to-day life and actually implement those bigger changes that allow it to thrive and fly. Well, guess what? End of May, well, this is actually end of the no, it's the beginning of the third week of May. They say that you're going to get some news about success regarding this. Now, it's actually going to happen quite quickly. As you can see there, the person is on a horse, so all eyes will be on you with regards to this situation. It would be very, very successful time. You're in the spotlight for it, okay? And the wands being creativity, passion, whatever, you know, makes your soul sing. But also you have the victory wreath there hanging off that wand. So it's very victorious time, successful, abundance coming your way, and a lot of respect. You know, you're being paraded through the people for this wonderful thing that you do, that only you do, Sagittarius, okay? But they're very excited because you got the two victory success cards, and they want you to make your money with what you're passionate about. Sorry, I do have an itchy back there. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Sagittarians need to know for May 2020? Can you please guide them to what they need to know regarding the situation? What's the next message for my beautiful Sagittarians during this time? Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so no more waiting. When it comes to the end of May, no more waiting, okay? When you have the Three of Wands there in the upright position, this is about teamwork, expansion, but there is a waiting element there to that card, waiting for results. But when you have it in reverse, it talks of there's no more waiting, but there will be, you know, there will be a setback. Okay, they've just come on in there with, there will be a setback with this. Okay, it will be a very minor setback, and they just want me to look at this card. Yeah, they really don't want you to give up. They said, you know, with the High Priestess there, Major Arcana is about trusting your intuition on a big scale. Okay, something will come to light regarding this situation. Someone, either in your team, if you have to work in a team, someone is holding something back from you. Okay, so that's where the minor setback comes in with this card. So I suspect they are a little bit jealous of this success. I think you got this last month. Maybe it's the same person, but there's a slight, just ever so slight, and not even a big setback, but ever so slight setback here with just this situation. But actually victory comes before. It's almost like you got to the peak, and then you got to go, like, there's the next stage after the peak of success. And just when you think, okay, it's good to just step forward into that, there's this slight setback. Now that could be, let me just clarify 1 second. Okay, so it could be actually the fact that you think this energy of the isolation mode period that we're in at the moment, where we're all on lockdown, you feel like it could be coming to an end there, but actually there's an extension. So I feel like there is the slight setback could be that actually you cannot action the project or the work situation that extra step, because you just don't have the physical means to, okay? But they're asking you to trust your intuition on it. This is, secrets will be revealed, okay? There's like some sort of mystery surrounding the situation. I really feel also that someone in your team is or someone that you may need to rely on there is holding a little something back from you, okay? It's not major, it's not going to ground the project or your ideas to a halt, but there's something there to be mindful of. That's that's in the 3rd week of May for you, okay? But you're using your intuition, and that will be helping you reveal what's going on, the truth behind the situation, seeing the subtext of what's going on, okay? So you're going to be very intuitive during this time. Some of you actually quite psychic, in touch with very intuitive powers there, and you will see through the BS. Yeah, they're just gonna when I did the pre-shuffle for you, you actually got Queen of Swords twice. I did the 2 decks. You got Queen of Swords twice, okay? And she's got the sword of BS, right? So yeah. Oh, okay, interesting. You have this in reverse though. So this is the 6 of Cups, but it's in reverse, okay? So it's having those how can I put that? It's right. Okay, they wanted me to explain it like this, which is in the upright positions, this talks about reunions and, nostalgia, reuniting with people, etc., etc., but it's in reverse. So they're just clarifying to me that this minor delay is actually because there is no reunions with people. There will probably be an extension for this thing. They're saying you have unrealistic expectations in terms of getting back to work or getting back to being able to action a project. There will still be a slight delay there. It'll be very successful. You're absolutely going to have victory with this and get news of how amazing it is. But there will be that slight delay, okay? Also, they just want you to be a little bit mindful of if there is a team player who's not really playing, who's keeping something from you, okay? They're just asking you with this card not to be naive about this person. They may be, let me see. In the pre-shuffle, we were dealing with an Aries, and they were almost like a boss type figure, like a leader. Okay, let's see. They said go on. Okay, so you may, don't be naive with that situation. They're just asking me to do that. So we're going to get some clarifications here. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. And let's see if that gets clarified. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Guardian Angel. Oh. Can I take these? I surely can. Okay. Page of Coins. Okay, so yeah, this situation, this creative, wonderful creative idea, it will generate new money for you. Okay, so you're definitely going to receive some sort of news. Pages always bring the news, so you may not actually have the money in the bank. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, they're just connecting me to the pre-shuffle, which was the money will be in the bank towards the end of May. Okay, so at the beginning of May, you'll hear the news about it. Okay, so they're giving me 2nd week. You're going to have news about it. Yeah. Money coming on in because of this, okay? So you just have to be patient when you've got this. It's being about patient with your money, watching it grow, okay? You could be dealing with a Capricorn here, but this is definitely some sort of either raise. I know in these times that's absolutely unheard of. Who's going to get a raise in these times? You know, I'd be interested to know, but someone out there is actually going to get a raise or going to get a little bit more money than they were used to because of this creative idea, or maybe you're doing a sideline business to make sure that if something as crazy as this that happened in the world happens again, you are ready. Okay, but Spirit is saying this is actually connected to the job that you do at the minute, or that you're implementing at the moment. It's something that is in progress. Okay, and it is it's new money news coming on in for that. Okay, now some of you who have lost your job due to this, you're actually going to get news about a new job also. They wanted me to connect that to this card, but it is something where you get money and the money grows. Okay, but it is news. Pages always come in with the noose there, okay? And she's running through the field there, as you can see. It is about growth, money that will grow steadily, okay? So that is connected there to the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the Sun card. So again, this is your third success card, okay? And it's Major Arcana. So they want to remind you that although you're going to be very victorious and very successful and have some sort of recognition for this creative idea or this project, or, you know, something that you've been, this, when I say, you know, this idea that you had for work that you have at the moment, whatever that is, and you're going to be successful for it, you got the Major Arcana. So this will actually impact on your life, okay? It's a major life change type thing, okay? When you get the Sun, you get material happiness and a joyous outcome and success. But Spirit is reminding me that actually, yeah, they've come on in there with, you know what? There's just no place like home. They've said the sentence again. There's no place like home. So your success, Sag, your happiness is really when your friends and family are happy and healthy, and, you know, so they're showing me that actually you know where true success and happiness lies. So regardless that this abundance is coming in for you on a material plane, and you'll be very joyous, you're actually very content in the fact that as long as your family, your nearest and dearest, those you love, are healthy, happy, you're good. That's what they're showing me. And again, they're showing me these red shoes. There's no place like home. It's almost like maybe some of you are stuck somewhere before this lockdown happened, and actually you just want to click your heels and go home. Or maybe you just want to click your heels and be reunited with your family. So I'm just getting, there's no place like home, okay? And these red shoes. So yeah, you have a lot of abundance coming towards you, and a freedom. Okay, there is a freedom coming, but it is towards the end of May there. But they want me to put it in the center of your reading because it's important for you to know that this is coming on in for you, okay? In April, you were feeling quite jaded towards the end, but the energy picked up with hope there at the beginning of May. Look at that, 8 of Wands. It's the direction that you're going on in, okay? When you get the 8 of Wands, this is about action, changing, news arriving. They're so big on this for you. May for you is all about news. Now, we do have a couple of things going on planetary wise. So Venus is in retrograde when it comes to love and harmony and all of those wonderful compassion things, but it reverses, okay, and that's on the 13th of May. So that's going to affect you in terms of your giving and receiving love and affection. So some of you may be feeling a little bit tense with your relationships. They want you to be a bit mindful of that around about the 13th of May. It's natural, but people might start to grate on you there, okay? So that's why I feel like you're really burying your head in this creative energy or this idea for work, you know, or some sort of situation that can help grow your money, okay? When I touched the Page of Coins, I got a real sharp pain in my finger, this finger here, and it's like someone just stabbed themselves with a needle. Is someone sewing out there and they just stabbed themselves with a needle? I just got that off the page. Can I just see more? Yeah, it's just like a sewing. I think, I'm not sure if this happened before, if someone else is sewing, but someone just maybe stabbed their finger with something. I don't know if it's a needle or you know, a badge or, you know, something sharp. This finger here. So if that happened to you, I would love to hear about it. I just want to know because it's like resonating there for somebody out there. Anyway, when we got the 8 of Wands, this is, you know, can you see the direction you're heading in? It's heading towards the sun. That's why they want the sun to be at the center of your read, because the direction you're heading in is, it's almost like you're on the train to success and abundance, happiness, okay? It is a joyous outcome. That's why it's at the center of your reading. And as you can see in this card, it's in the distance there. So you're on the journey, you're on the train, you're making your way to that point, which is the middle there with that sun card. It's a major life-changing event, okay? During this lockdown, you've done a lot of thinking, okay? And you've got more to come because unfortunately, the full moon is in Scorpio this month of May, and that means you're going to do a lot of soul searching. Okay, it's about embracing deep change and healing your shadow side. So in your pre-read, we had, you know, not wanting to accept those dark thoughts about, you know, your karmic debt here, because there's a lot of negativity going on in the world at the moment. And so you were saving your energy on growing your money instead. And I feel the same is happening for your reading. So you may be protected from that dark night of the soul moment, but it's only to keep you on the path of having your vibrations really high in order to manifest what is going on in terms of success with this idea and using your intuition. So they've asked me to put it underneath so that it's like a travel up to the sun there for you. Okay, Eight of Swords, but it's in reverse. Okay, Eight of Swords in reverse is releasing. Again, you got this new hope at the end of May. This is a beautiful card. Why? Because this card is about liberation and freedom. And my gosh, I hope Spirit is saying that that is the end of the isolation period, and that's when you can really start getting back on track with this idea in having your money growing and becoming, you know, this wonderful solid, almost, you know, I'm feeling like it's a second income or some sort of steady income on the side. I don't know, it's just going to be very successful for you, Sagittarius. It's a beautiful energy. When you have the Eight of Swords there in the upright position, this is about, you know, self-imposed restrictions and isolation. This is an isolation card, okay? If you look up the meaning of this card, is about self-imprisonment sort of thing, okay? But in the reverse position, which is how you received it from Spirit, it's about releasing that. You know, you have freedom now, and actually you don't have any boundaries. You don't have anything holding you back. This is a new hope. You're releasing yourself from all of that, okay? And also, very interesting, we have Mercury is in Gemini during this time, and that is on the 11th of May. So you'll feel the mid-May, you'll feel that shift, and it coincides perfectly with the page and everything, bringing the news on in, this new hope, the Page of Wands there, this energy shift mid-May. So it is completely corresponding with your reading of the Tarot for May, because Mercury in Gemini is about using your unique voice and your creative unique voice to stand in your power and use go forward in motion, you know, put the as it were, set the wheels in motion for whatever sets your soul on fire, okay? And that's the 11th of May, and that's Mercury in Gemini. So it absolutely corresponds with your reading there, okay? And this is right at the end, using your intuition, but it sets you free, okay? And the energy completely changes. They have asked for one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What else do my beautiful Sagittarians need to know before we go? Oh, you want those too? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. You're going to be exhausted, Sag. You got the 10 of Wands there. Now that absolutely came up in the pre-read too. I actually record the pre-reads, so it's interesting that I have this one as well. Spirit's reminding you, you know, keep you mindful that you need some rest because you're going to be exhausted, okay? You're taking a lot on, but you need to during this time just to get you through, okay? It's okay that you do nothing. It absolutely is okay. Spirit is saying, if you want to lie on that couch for a day and do nothing, that is absolutely okay. But it's not in your nature. You're doing, you know, fire element, you know, you're a go-getter, achiever, you know, even when you're sitting on the sofa, they're showing me, even when you're sitting on the sofa relaxing, you're still mulling over things that you got to do. You know, you're always active in the mind, so you're always putting things in motion to action in the future. So they're saying, please take a little bit of rest there, okay? Where would you like this card? Interesting. They said it's separate. It's a separate advice. Wow. Ace of Cups. Okay. So they want me to let you know that even though this is all about your money and this is all about work and passion and, you know, setting your soul on fire, and right now you don't seem to have too much time going on for love, when we come out of May, they just want to give you this. There is a new relationship on its way for you, okay? There is a new proposal in terms of love. Now, it's divinely guided. They're sending it to you almost as a reward for all of this energy and this sort of, you know, trying to work things out. You're supporting people both mentally as well. I'm feeling that, you know, there's this Queen of Cups energy, maybe a Scorpio or a Scorpio placement there. Somehow they're connected to you in some way. But there is this, how can I put this? If you're in a relationship already, there may be baby news. Or your partner may surprise you with an engagement, or wanting to level up and plan the wedding. And, you know, there will be some sort of surprise. Aces bring in the new. Cups is something that is emotional. It speaks to your emotional well-being and something that you deep down really do want, okay? Now, Spirit is saying a new relationship could come on in there right at the end of May. It will bring a lot of peace. You see the doves there for peace and overflowing. It's not something you expect. This is what Spirit is showing me. It's not something you expect. But there will be some sort of proposal. Maybe someone, you know, you haven't been in contact with may ask you out on a date, okay? Whether you want them or not, that's another story, but it is coming on in there for you. Spirit saying, don't worry, we haven't forgot about you when it comes to love and your emotions. They just want you to know that, but they need you to get all this other stuff sorted before they bring on in anything else, okay? Your cup is overflowing emotionally. Now, they also want you to connect it to the Sun card, because they're showing you that actually you have the absolute joyous outcome, okay? Material, emotional, happiness, and success. It's all yours for the taking, okay? This element of it is at the end of May. And they again want that to be separate too, which is also very interesting. Okay, so that's the, do they want any more? No, that's the end of the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm truly grateful. I hope that resonated for you. I'm going to give you an Angel Oracle card as well to end the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit God. Do you want that card? No. Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you so much for your beautiful reading so far. I'm very grateful for the messages that you have for my beautiful Sagittarians. Can you please guide them to the Angel Oracle card for the advice that you'd like to give them for May 2020? Thank you so much. Right in the center. Assertiveness. Yeah. They're reminding you that you're kind of always on the go, Sag, no matter what's going on. Okay, so assertiveness. And it says here, this situation could be healed gently with love as you've requested. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Now, they're connecting this to this person underneath here. This team member or someone who's not playing like a team member who might be keeping something from you, which delays stuff. It'll delay something. There is something in delay, and it's because of a person that you are connected with in some way. Now, as I said in the pre-shuffle, and Aries came up, which stands for some sort of leader. Maybe you have a boss that you report to, or someone who is in a position of leadership who sort of strategically plans things and has, you know, is supposed to have a lot of respect in the company. They put something on delay, and they may be a little bit underhanded with it and keep it from people, and you in particular, okay? And you're gonna step up and in true Sagittarian fashion, as I said before in your pre-shuffle, you got 2 Queen of Swords, okay? So you're going to cut them down with that sort of Ice Queen wit that only you can do, Sag. It's amazing when you can just, you know, cut someone down to size, but it will be truthful and it will be diplomatic, but straight on point. It says, you don't mess with me. okay? But you're very graceful about it. So people could be kind of like, oh my gosh, did she just smack down the boss? Yeah, she did. Well, good on her, because he deserved it, or she deserved it. Good on him. They deserved it. This is not a gender specific reading, but Spirit is saying be assertive during this time, okay? So when it is called for you to give your you know, your comment on the situation, be assertive, but ask Spirit for guidance on the best way to do that, because you will be dealing with this person. It's very interesting. They have come up twice. They have come up as an Aries energy. Okay, now there was strong Pisces placement also. Thank you so much. In the pre-shuffle. But my overall energy was Aries. And play. Got a lot of burdens going on there, Sag. Don't forget to play during this time. It says here, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy, okay? They really do want you to have this heightened vibration so that you are ready for this creative shift. And by creative, I don't mean you have to be an artist, or, you know, you could use creative ideas in whatever field that you have. It's whatever that spurt of, like an aha moment that helps your work in whatever way. That's something that comes from the soul, okay? So they need you to be ready for that. And that normally comes when you are in your highest vibrations, when you are in tune with your intuition, and Spirit is speaking to you and giving you this guidance, okay? It normally comes when you're playing there, okay? They do want another one. That's interesting. So I'll give you another one. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. What else do... Oh, okay. Ask. Yeah. You're not alone, Sag. Just so... Because I feel like there's a lot of burying head in work and just doing your money, trying to make it, you know, work so it supports everything all around. So I'm really getting that energy there. And they're saying, please ask. Please ask for help or guidance whenever you need it, because you're not alone. They walk with you. They are with you every step of the way, okay? And it says here, ask us to help you in this situation and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. Now, as I was reading that, they were showing me a penny. And they said, you're going to see a penny around, and that is their way of saying, we're with you. Okay, so if you see a penny in the month of May, they're showing me, like, yeah, Spirit's going to leave you a penny just to let you know that they're with you and that you can ask whatever you want, and they will guide you, okay? And they're showing me one more thing. Just one moment. I want to get this more clear. 1 second. A daisy? Is there like, so it's either the daisy the name or daisy the flower, but it's showing me a daisy. And okay, is there a daisy a horse? They've shown like, hang on a minute, is there a rhyme? 1 second. Daisy, daisy, give me your heart, oh do. I can't afford the carriage. There's some sort of there's this like song coming on in, and I don't really know where to place it, but it's like, Daisy, Daisy, give me your heart, oh do. I'm half crazy over the love of you. So I'm either someone's called Daisy, or there is a daisy. Someone wants to give you a daisy, or there are daisies, or they're important to you as a signifier. But this song is coming on in there. And they're showing me the Ace of Cups, Daisy, Daisy, oh give me your heart, oh do. I'm half crazy over the love of you. I can't afford the carriage or something. I'm going to look this up. This is insane. I'm getting this thing. Okay, I'm going to look it up. But they want me to connect it to this card, which is the Ace of Cups, which is a love-giving card. Can't afford the carriage. Something marriage. Something marriage. But if you look sweet, something. Anyway, I will look it up. I don't want to spend any more time wasting your time there. But there's some horse and carriage rhyme that goes with daisy and this card, Ace of Cups. Okay, now that means something to someone out there. Now it could be a song between you and somebody. If you know what the hell I'm talking about, because I don't, but I'm gonna look it up. And I'm also gonna yeah, but it's either someone's called Daisy, or the Daisy is a name that's important, or daisies, the flower, are important. I'm going to leave it there because I don't really like waffling, okay? But I'm just going to give you a trinket before you go. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm really grateful. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarius to the trinket they need to have? Lucky cat. You got the lucky cat. Luck is on your side with this project. You have a lot of success coming your way, okay? They've also said Leo. There are some Leo placements out there that are really important, or Leo is important. But the cat is being connected in particular to luck being on your side with this idea to make your money grow. Any ideas that you've had, do not ignore them, Sag, okay? Because they will help your money grow and prepare you. I'm really feeling like some of you are thinking about secondary incomes there, something on the side. That's what I'm getting, something on the side. It's going to be very successful. Luck is on your side for this, okay? And someone's got branding or something that is a lucky cat. There is some sort of brand. Is it called Lucky Cat? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to look that up also. Like the branding that you're thinking about for your business is a cat of some sort or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, they've shown me that. But ultimately, luck is on your side. And so, okay, and also someone is thinking about getting a rescue cat, or has just got a rescue cat. Yeah, so that's just a signifier that this reading's for you. Okay, where would you like me to put the cat? On the play. Okay, great. So I hope this resonated for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is like or subscribe. And apparently there's a little bell there that you just press. That lets you know when I update my next message, but it lets me know that you're connected to the reading, which is very important to me. Okay, thank you so much for spending time in my energy. And if you do want to be in with a chance to win a ring like this one, I'll make it especially for the winner. All you have to do is put the name of that song in the comments box below, and the song has to be one of those songs that makes you smile. You just cannot help but smile when you hear it and want to get up and just dance. Dance the day away. 5 minutes just dancing. Put it on even after you put it, you write it in the box. Just to raise your vibrations. That's all I want to do. Raise everyone's vibrations during this time. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.